But first, a message from our sponsors.
What's up, Crypto Nation? After the latest crypto crash, you must all be hungry and searching for new risky investments. Well, here's your opportunity. The all-new cryptocurrency from the makers of Bitcoin. Shitcoin! Shitcoin.com is your one-stop shop for terrible deals, scams, and fake outs. You won't believe the amount of money you can lose in just one day. So go ahead down to Shitcoin and buy your own coins today!
Welcome to Beethoven and Klud's Dilemma Box. Welcome everybody to Beethoven and Klud's Dilemma Box. We're back again, another week, another podcast episode.
I am Beethoven.
I'm Klud.
And we are ready to give you the dilemmas of the week.
As always, we have our wonderful producer in the studio, Farman.
Hey,
Welcome, Farman. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good. I don't know. I slept kind of funny, but it's all right, I think.
Sadly, we don't take dilemmas from the people in the studio. Today, our first dilemma is one that's been sent in by a long-time listener. It goes as follows. Hello, Beethoven and Klud. The thing is, I've been seeing this girl for a while now, and I really think she's the one. However, she's absolutely obsessed with her pet rabbit, whom I personally have a strained relationship with. You see, he really likes biting me when I hold him. The problem is this. Earlier today, when my girlfriend went out shopping, I tried feeding it, and it jumped at me and bit me right in the balls. Out of pure instinct, I grabbed it and threw it, not realizing the windows were open, leading to it plummeting 6 stories to its death. Now, how do I explain this to my girlfriend when she gets home? From Marcus Boner.
Gosh, I hate bunnies.
Agreed.
Okay, so that sounds like quite a situation you're in, my friend. Marcus a boner, is that it? Yes, all right.
Yes. I think this is really a very common problem, I think.
For sure, yeah.
Because, of course, we all know the struggle of pets, and especially rabbits. They're a real bunch.
Yeah, like
Fuck
I
'em.
said, I hate them.
Absolutely terrible creatures. And of course, as any man knows, being bitten in the balls, that sucks.
Yeah, that is the lowest of the low, indeed.
Indeed. It's an attack on his personal manhood.
Yeah.
You shouldn't allow that.
No. I think he says that it was an accident, but it would be totally justified to do it on purpose.
I think so.
Because that is
too.
like so unfair of the rabbit. It should be punished by eternity in hell. Yeah.
Of course. I think the problem here is, of course, if the girlfriend loves the bunny a lot,
Yeah, if she loves it more than him.
Yeah. So how should he react? That's a hard thing.
Quite.
I think maybe. Yeah, it's a hard discussion.
Just fucking throw the bunny out the window, hey!
He already did that.
Sorry, farmer. He struck.
Yeah. Again, he slept a little bad. But I think this is my takeaway from the situation, Beethoven.
Let me hear.
I think he was in the right, and so he shouldn't have to defend himself against his girlfriend.
No, for
perhaps
sure, yeah.
she should be the one apologizing.
Yeah, naturally.
I think really it's
Well, this man, Marcus Boner, he needs to He needs to take a stand. Because, of course, the human life is far more worthy than the animal life of a bunny. So if she were to be upset with him, that should simply not be okay. She isn't allowed to be upset. Because this animal is a cunt. It bites people's balls, and that is not okay. So when it does this, it deserves to be punished. And she needs to realize that.
Exactly. And why should her love for a small animal trump her love and his love for each other?
Quite.
That's terrible. Screw the goddamn bunny.
Oh, yes.
You Marcus Aboner, you should make her apologize. And you should just say that it was your fault, but that doesn't matter because it was the right thing to do. Thank you for your question. It really was a very good one.
Yes.
Have you ever wanted to go into a store and not know a single one of the products on the shelf? Well, fear no more. Just take a little trip to Lidl. We have all the different types of snacks you would normally eat. They just taste like shit. All your favorites are here. Wiggers chocolate bar, Yellow Cow energy drink, and Wrinkles chips. And much more at Lidl. So do yourself a favor and try all your favorite types of candies and snacks that are just a little worse at Lidl. Lidl. Just don't shop here.
Alright, here's a special one. It got sent in to us with a messenger bird.
It's called a carrier pigeon, you fucking twat.
Oh, thank you, Farman.
You're welcome.
So the little letter goes like this. Dear Beethoven and Klud, I have been a fan of your podcast for as long as I can remember. I think I have been reading transcripts of your podcast since the end of the First World War. Sadly, I am in a situation where I have to politely ask your advice. I was raised by my single father, who is a priest. My mother passed away when I was very young. The cause of death, despite intensive praying at the town square, was a cold. Anyway, in my Amish town, I was engaged to the beautiful woman called Villager 1.
That's some Minecraft shit right there.
For 4 summers, 1 winter, and 5 full moons. We are now married, and after the wedding of our eternal souls, we were to engage in beautiful lovemaking. Now you need to know that as a man on an Amish farm, I am introduced to the story of the birds and the bees. So when we were under the
He's
sheets...
talking about sex, everyone.
So when we were under the sheets together, I knew something was wrong when I felt something poking me. A penis. My wife had a cock and balls. Now she didn't know, and still doesn't, that it is an art for a woman to be carrying a pair of friendly fellas, since we have no internet for pornographic usage, and as a woman she has been held holy and pure since childhood. My question is this, Beethoven and Klud. How do I, as a good Christian within my beliefs, stay true to my wife and make love to her without spending my eternal afterlife in burning flames while the devil rapes my ass with a trident? Please help. Best regards. Alvin Hamid Auda Mohammed Me Edi Erdorish El Roberi.
That's a really good question. And thank you, Alvin, for sending in...
Sorry, the name is Alvin Hamid Auda Mohammed Me Edi Erdorish El Roberi.
That's a long fucking name.
True. Thank you for being a patient listener who's been with us for so long.
Patient reader.
Oh yeah,
Reads
reader.
transcripts. He has no internet.
Of course.
Yes.
I forgot that we send them out by carrier
Oh yes,
pigeon.
we do.
Well, we should probably take a look at the dilemma. It's of course a hard topic, right?
It's quite a profound situation, yes.
It really is. I think it's good that you've written in, because this is not something you should be fighting alone.
No. So I believe I am I read the Bible every night before I sleep. Occasionally I roll blunts with the pages because they're very thin, you know.
Of course.
But the thing is, I haven't anywhere read that lovemaking in the arse, just like the devil does in hell. Sorry, that's a side way. But I think it's very much allowed to perform lovemaking in the arse. So he could maybe do this.
One moment, I think that's a bit prudish. Farman, do you know what lovemaking in the arse? What's the word for that?
It's called anal sex. You just strap the bitch up and fuck her in the bumhole.
Fair enough. I think
Farman, have you been drinking today?
No, but I've had a few cigarettes.
All right, yes, okay.
I think you're onto something though.
Yeah, I believe so too.
I think that might be the right answer for this situation.
Yeah, But let's look at her feelings, because she might, when he realized that there was something poking him, as he said, she might have been shocked by his reaction, because I do believe that he was in shock.
Of course.
He was surprised. And this might have hurt her feelings.
True.
What should she do? I think there's two dilemmas to this.
I think you might be right.
Yeah.
I think the only way...
Farman, what is the word for unconsensual sex?
It's rape.
Thank you.
Don't rape people.
It was bogging my mind all day. I had to know that.
I don't think that has anything to do with her.
No, it hasn't.
But
Oh, don't rape people. It's pretty bad. I've tried it once or twice before. It's not good.
I think we'll just ignore that. But I think both of these dilemmas can be
It
fixed.
hurts the asshole.
I think both dilemmas can be fixed with the same solution. The one we mentioned earlier. Anal sex.
Yes.
But
Yes.
both ways. They
Yes,
switch
because
sides.
he has a penis. You're right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then they both get what they want out of life.
Yes. Also, the male G-spot is up in the arse.
Of course.
So naturally, God cannot have a problem with this.
Because that's how God made
Also,
men.
it depicts a weird image of him not liking homosexuality. Because why would he put the G-spot up the arse?
But I think that's a discussion.
Maybe it's the devil who did that. Yes,
Of course.
For another
That's
time.
a discussion
Next week.
for our Patreon exclusive
Oh, yes.
Bible Studies edition of the Beethoven and Klud Dilemma Box
Also
podcast.
on OnlyFans, only £2 per month.
Hey, are you tired of shitty food? Do you think salad tastes like Satan's stick? Do you need a real meal? The all-new meal kits from HelloFresh. HelloFresh. The perfect meal for real alpha males. No need to go shopping like a woman. Just get it directly delivered to your door. HelloFresh meal kits consist of 100% meat, no salad, no spices, no anything. Just plain meat, like a real man. Go to hellofresh.com/eatlikeaman to sign up today.
Side effects may include liver failure, erectile dysfunction, bad breath, urges to watch amputate, explosive diarrhea, and possibly death.
Dear Beethoven and Klud, my boyfriend and I have been together for quite a long time. He's always stayed away from vegetables and fruits since he suffers from chronic bad breath and wet farts. The reason why this is relevant is that he heard from Michaela Peterson, the famous Jordan Peterson daughter, that the lion diet, which purely consists of meat, salt and water, would cure such chronic diseases such as bad breath and wet farts. My dilemma is this. Lately, when we are out shopping, he's always managed to disappear out of my sight to only get back to me when I'm about to pay for the groceries. He always returns sweaty and out of breath. He used to say before he left that he went to go pick up diapers, but my dear Beethoven and Klud, we have no kids. 2 days ago, when he once again vanished, I went looking for him. I could not see him anywhere, not even at the cleanup on aisle 5. But in my search, I heard some grunts and odd sounds from the back room. I went inside to see what it was that made those odd sounds, only to find my boyfriend balls deep in a pumpkin. I have now realized that living a whole life restricted to fruits and vegetables must have given him this longing for it. I just wouldn't have expected it to be sexual. How should I confront him? Best regards, Banana.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's one of our best dilemmas yet.
Yeah, what do you say, Farman?
Pretty fucking strange.
All right. I think the real problem here is the fact that she doesn't accept him for that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's 2022. We should
Yeah,
all...
it's 2022.
It is 2022. We should all accept our differences, each other's differences, especially sexually.
Yeah, we should let ourselves free sexually. It's a way of communicating and expressing ourselves. It's part of our nature that God has given us.
Exactly. I think, really, Banana, you should get your act together and you need to join in. You need to become a part of this. Because if you love him, you'll love him through thick and thin.
Yes.
And help him be sexually gratified.
Yes, for sure. So by doing this, you must support it. And the way you could do that is to go down to the grocery store once, maybe without him this time, to spare some time, you know. What you could do is that you could buy a pair of potatoes,
A pair of melons,
and 1 carrot.
and you can dress up, make yourself look nice,
Yes.
and then you can join in and become a part of his sexual fantasies.
And this way, your relationship will grow far, far stronger than it is right now. And I'm sure it will, and that you want to, even though that you feel kind of weird about this. Don't you agree, Farman?
I'm just wondering if you'd ever stop to think about your boyfriend might only be interested in you because your last name is Banana. Don't laugh, it's a valid argument.
Yes, I haven't thought of that because that is so true. It can only be true. The banana, so...
I'm sorry, that is absolutely moronic. That is stupid, that is dumb.
Oh,
Impossible.
Impossible.
I doubt it.
why so?
Because, you know what? Maybe you're right. Fuck. Oh,
But anyway, he still loves you for sure, even
Yeah.
besides the name. Don't take this as a hit that's the only reason. I think that might have been...
It's the only reason.
Shut up, you've been
Shut up.
drinking.
Just
I
go
think it might have been like a point of interest in the beginning.
You need to stop being mean
Go
to me.
and buy some vegetables and just
And be free. Be free. Let
Fuck him.
yourself free.
exactly. And now for a word from our sponsor, NordVPN. NordVPN blocks the government from seeing the fucked up shit you Google in incognito mode. It also stops companies like Facebook and Amazon from displaying ads based on your search history. So no more ads for erectile dysfunction, hot MILFs in your area, and cheap and anonymous car hood cleaning for that time you ran over a preschool. Download NordVPN now at www.nordvpn.com. And now for our final dilemma of today's episode.
Sadly.
Sadly, it's always a pleasure making these episodes. I'll just read it out. Dear Beethoven and Klud, I write to you at my most dire point in life. You see, I grew up in a poor family. My father was a drunk and my mother a cripple. My father would beat me every time I came home from school and every time I left again in the morning. After a few years, my mother chose to homeschool me to avoid me becoming a liberal cultural Marxist cuck, leading to even more beatings from my drunken father as he no longer had a job. At the age of 12, we had to move as we didn't have the income to pay taxes on the house. In high school, I was bullied and ostracized by my peers, leading to a downward spiral of self-pity and suicidal thoughts. But at age 18, I finally managed to escape my family and move into a downtown apartment on the 6th story of a large skyscraper. Since then, I've acquired the love of my life. A small rabbit I chose to call Mr. Naughty Animal Town. He has been the only piece of light in my sorrowful existence, except for my boyfriend. However, earlier today, when I returned from the shopping mall, I found that he, after being bit, had thrown Mr. Naughty out of the window and he had fallen to his death. What should I do? Sincerely, Lily.
Well, that's quite a thinker, isn't it?
Quite.
It's a deep situation to be in such a complicated problem
Yes.
between two loved ones.
I think, you know what? I think there's a pretty easy solution
Yeah, so do
to
I.
this.
Farman, don't you agree with this? Pretty easy.
You just gotta kill yourself.
Exactly,
Yeah,
that was what I
kill
was
yourself.
thinking.
Bye.
You know, get a chair, get a rope down from Sylvan, go on top of the chair, bind the rope in a light in the ceiling, and just jump off it.
The bunny bit his fucking penis, for God's sake. You can't let him do that.
Yeah, fuck you.
You need to die.
Kill yourself.
Oh fuck, my dick don't work.
Is this you? Have you experienced erectile dysfunction? Then call 5555-5555 Big Dick Now for help. The all-new Super Viagra from Big Dick Now Incorporated promises up to 80 hours of action-packed, steamy, hot action. With Super Viagra, you can have a working dick in less than 10 seconds. Call now for dick pills.
Big Dick Incorporated is not responsible for any damages occurring from the use of Super Viagra.
Well, I think that's it for today's episode.
Yeah, I think so too. It has been a pleasure once again to speak about your problems with you. We really do feel like that we are one big family together, you know.
Exactly. It really has been one of the best episodes ever. We really feel like we've solved some problems.
Oh yes, indeed.
And as always, on every episode, we've experienced the depths of humankind.
Yeah, we have been on a train ride of emotions.
Exactly.
From south to west to north,
to east, the last direction. It really is a magical adventure we're on.
Oh yes.
Thank you for today. Signing off, I am Klud.
I am Beethoven.
I am Foreman.
And this has been Beethoven and Klud's Dilemma Box.
Finally, the fight we've all been waiting for. A clash of titans. The world's all-time best versus YouTube's underdogs. That's right, Jake Paul versus Muhammad Ali. Through new advances in medicine, we've managed to bring back the champion from the dead for just this fight. But to show your support, we've also chosen to launch an exclusive artist-supporting, blockchain-based new NFT collection. The Jake Ali collection features images of Jake Paul in full Muhammad Ali cosplay, blackface and all. To get one of these exclusive digital art pieces and join the Team 1000 exclusivity program, go to nfteam10.com/wikipedia.com/racism/definition.